Right, in this tutorial we're going to show you how to put baddies down. So I think for this one we'll take a bat from, where is he now? There he is. Took a while to find him. Change him to white, and we'll put him going along there. So we'll plonk him down there for the moment. Now we also need to put down a couple of waypoints. So what we'll do, waypoints basically tell it from where it moves from and to. So we'll put one down about there. Now we need to set the properties. We need it to be a static object because it'll be moving. We also need it to have an ID, so we'll put that to 3000. We need it to have a class of either hurt or kill. We'll go for kill this time. Leave no stone unturned. If it's a moving baddie, we need to have it as a status of 1, because if it has a status of 0, it'll not move. And we need to set a target for it to move to. So we need it to move to the first waypoint, which we're going to give an ID of 3001 to. So that will do for him. So now onto the properties for the first waypoint. Again, we need to change it to dynamic, and we need to set the draw to just matte because we don't want to draw the image of that purple. And we need it to have an ID 3001, and we'll set it to have a target of 3002. Now we also need to set the speed, and we do that in user property 32, so we'll set a speed of 4, which is the speed that Dizzy moves at. And that's it for that. So what we'll do, we'll pick that brush and we'll move it across here, put another one down there, and we'll change this to 3002 and the target for 3001. So basically what will happen, the bat will have a target of 3001, so it'll move across to there. That then has a target of 3002, which moves it across to there, and which has a target of 3001, which moves it back, etc., back and forth. Easy. So we'll save that. And we have a little bit of coding to do to make that work. So if we go in game again, we'll go right down the bottom. I'll put a little note in there for my reference, and we'll start a new function. Now this function needs to be an update room function, and we need the room number to be 00 as shown down there, and 10. Oops. So we'll go 00. And inside that function we need to put idx equal to object find 3000, which is the bat. Don't forget to put the semicolon on the end. And then we need to, with that bat, we need to get it to update. Oops. By the way, all these functions are case sensitive. So if you don't put the right case in, it'll not find it and you'll get an error. So that will update the bat, but also because we've got it going between two rooms, we need to tell the game to make it present in whichever room it's in, because sometimes if you don't do that and move stuff between rooms, it won't show it properly. So that's the coding for room 00. We just need the same coding again for room 10, and that should work perfectly. Let's go back and try it out. Oh, we've got an error here. Game.gs line 234. That is not intentional, but we'll try and fix it. So go to line 234. I've realised why I haven't put the open and close brackets on the end of the update room function. Clever me. Right, so that should now work. There we go. It does work, but if you look, he's going through the wall. Wait for him to come back and we'll test. Aha! He also doesn't kill you. We'll fix those two little bugs. Where are we? In the map. Now the first thing, to fix the second bug, which he didn't kill you, we need to set the collider status to call handler. That will make sure that when Dizzy collides with him, it calls the handler code, which then realises that it should kill him. We'll also remove part of that wall so he can fly through, but leaving us too small a gap for Dizzy to jump through. So we'll now go back, try it again. There we go, we've got a hole for him to go through. And when he comes back, there we go. He's killed it. Fantastic. What we can also do, I've got a couple of minutes left on this tutorial, we can also optimize the coding a bit. Now that sounds very scary, but all it means is that if you've got him going through 4 or 5 different rooms, the bat, then you're going to have to do that like 4 or 5 different times, that bit of coding, which can get very long and laborious and take up a lot of space. So what you can do instead is you can create a new function. You can call it whatever you want. For the purposes of this, we'll call it update bat. And if you copy that coding into it, you've got the same coding but within a separate function. Now all you need to do, you don't need that coding anymore. You just need to call the bit of coding that does the job for you. And because it's only going to be one function in there, we can put that all on one line. So again, we can do the same for that. So now what that does in both those rooms, it calls the function update bat, which then calls that. And then you can have 10 or so rooms, or however many you want, and it'll call it the same amount of times. And you'll only have a tiny amount of the coding you would have had normally. What you can also do is you can set a custom death message. If you scroll up here, there's death messages here. What you can do is you can put a 1 in. So if death, which is called from there, is equal to 1, then return you were killed by the bat. We'll put a little line break in there as well. What we have to do there is go to the editor and change the property of the bat to death 1 to match up with the coding. So if we save that and go on the game, goes in again, you were killed by the bat. There we go.